What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are reacting to rap fatigue. Okay, people are done with ghetto rap music in 2025. This video is by YT Wake 'em Up. Shout out to that brother for this one. Nice compilation here and some very interesting thoughts he shared in this one. With no further ado, let's jump right into this.
Millennials and Gen Z both are tired of rap music. Rap fatigue. The lyrics are too vulgar, destructive, and degrading. Predictive. You already know what they're about to say before they say it. It's egocentric, braggadocious, and overall foul. What happened to music like Public Enemy, KRS-One?
I agree. The rap music these days is just absolute degenerate garbage. Okay, it makes no sense. There's no reason to be this violent. Sometimes people would say they're rapping about their lives. Whatever, bro. You don't need to share your life with us, okay? You're not going to be inspiring anyone by going out and murking the ops, etc., etc. We don't care. Honestly, at this point in time, if you are not able to see from other people's experiences that you should not engage in certain degenerate shit because it might cost you your life in one way or another, whether being murked or ending up in jail. I don't know. I don't want to say you deserve what is coming to you, but there's this madness where it's made out to seem like society needs to care for the people who are not who do not have enough self-preservation to look out for themselves. They make it everyone else's problem. And so if someone says, we don't care, then they kind of sound insensitive. But listen, that's the lane I'm on. And that's just where I am. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some really nice beats. Most of the time when I listen to stuff, I'm just enjoying the beats. But let's hear what everyone has to say about it.
Music that actually had a message in it that would uplift the masses, not tear them down. Look, that's what this video is about. Family. You already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. Alright, let's get into it. People are sick of the rap music. Not listening to it no more. Actually taking a break. And that explains why record sales are declining.
Hey, rap music does not hit the same. Let's talk about it. So here I am in my 20s, and I've noticed that, like, I really don't reach out to the rap genre anymore. Like, I really don't like to listen to it as much because it spreads so much negativity. Like, most of the music now, it just be talking about drugs, girls, and doing crazy stuff that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? I don't agree with shooting people and robbing people and all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So if I don't align with this music, why am I rapping about it? Why am I, rapping along with these people and I don't agree with any of the things that they're saying? Now, you can't tell me that after a while of listening to this type of music that it wouldn't affect you. I'm not saying you immediately gonna go and slide on somebody or you gonna do some crazy shit, but it's definitely gonna, affect your mental. Nowadays,
it will definitely affect your mental, man. The energy that you surround yourself with affects you in one way or another, mentally, spiritually, whatever you want to say. I mean, if you look at the clubs, especially, I think this fatigue really kind of started in the clubs when they no longer played any music that people could dance to. And then, of course, there was the whole lockdown situation, which also led to the death of the club, in my perspective. But the music certainly did not help.
Find myself listening to music that's gonna make me happy, listening to music that's gonna uplift me, or listening to music that just puts me in a generally good mood. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to listen to nothing that's gonna, weigh down my spirit, nothing that's gonna make me sad, nothing that's gonna make me feel weird, you know what I mean, or nothing that I don't align with. And I feel like as a kid, I didn't.
Hey, champion, tap into some of that Afro beats. That's where I am. I mean, honestly, that's where most of the world is right now. Afro beats is just blowing up, man. I was in Malaysia, Afro beats in the mall. I was in China, Afro beats all over the place. Dubai, heard Afro beats there. I think the only place that's trying to resist is the US, but whatever.
Didn't really think about it. I was just rapping shit because it was popular, it was fun. But nowadays, I just don't see the appeal of it anymore.
Even me as a kid, I was into boom bap and real hip hop rap. Big L, I mentioned KRS-One, and a lot of underground artists that weren't mainstream. John Connor, Dizzy Wright, when he was signed to Funk Value, Tupac, of course. And I would notice a common trend. When an underground artist would gain popularity, get signed to a deal, the music would change. And I would stop listening to him. That's when everybody else would start to listen to him.
Listen, man, for me, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, okay, I know he was beefing with Drake and etc., but you could say that was necessary. He was artistic in what he was doing there. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Lauryn Hill, let me see. KRS One was cool. I didn't listen to a lot of his stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Ludacris back in the day, Theater of the Mind, stuff like that. I get it. They were still talking about some of these things, but man, the wordplay. They actually sat down and thought of, structured some things. Heck, even Ti, coming up, I listened to a lot of Ti. It was good stuff, man. And of course, mate, listen, you cannot act like you don't listen to Eminem. Eminem is just, you cannot ignore Eminem, okay? Let me see who else. Strangely enough, Nicki Minaj has some catchy stuff, but things went way off the rails for me. I couldn't take it. At all. I think Lil Wayne, the Carter, like Red Carter 1, 2, this early albums, and some of the early stuff with Nicki Minaj was cool. I liked the vibe that they were putting out back then. But then things just got dark, man, and it's just wasn't for me.
For instance, Kendrick. Before he blew up, I knew who K-Dot was. And I'm like, okay, I could rock with this. As soon as he got signed, I really stopped listening to him. The whole message behind the music changed. He turned demonic. I mean, that's how the industry really does. It'll take an artist and completely change who they are and their message. It's very low vibrational, and the frequencies are actually used as a war weapon. It's mental warfare through the radio waves. People listen to the music, then they want to go out and kill somebody just because they heard a song rapping about killing. The music talking sexual now. The women want to be promiscuous, The labels have put billions of dollars behind altering the message that's relayed. They won't even sign an artist unless they fit their agenda.
Yo, Chad, one thing that I hate is being around niggas who can't listen to anything but drill and rap music. Like my brother in Christ, it's 8:40 in the morning. Why are we listening to J-Dot and G4? Like, do you just want to trap all day? Can we not chill and enjoy the morning? Vibe out to some Daniel Caesar, some Steve Lacy, some Malcolm Todd? What happened to relaxing, bro? And it's not even that I don't like rap music. It's just a time and a place. Like, I'm not gonna be driving to church blasting Chief Keef, brother. Like, come on. And I despise people who don't want to broaden their taste. Like, what's wrong with some R&B, 2010s pop?
Hey man, what's wrong with blasting some Chief Keef on your way to church? You know what I'm saying? You might as well get a little of some of that Chief Keef in before you go cleanse your soul. Blast some Chief Keef on the way to church. I'm just kidding.
Some country. I don't care what y'all say. Zach Bryan and Morgan Wallen both hit when the vibe is right. You be chilling with a country white girl playing Babyface Ray and then wonder why she goes through after. Brother, that is not the shot.
I always had a wide range of music that I listen to. I listen to house music, R&B, of course, chill wave. I'm probably like, what's chill wave, RT? Exactly. I don't like country specifically, but there are a couple, like Johnny Cash, he cool. I don't really like rock, but there are some rock songs that I like Pink Floyd, they cool. The group Queen, they were cool.
Listen, I think rock, System of a Down, I was kind of on that wave. Other than that, it's just more like classic rock, Led Zeppelin. Gosh, there's this one band, I'm absolutely forgetting the name right now, but house music as well is also a great one. Like Whitey said there, Above and Beyond, Tiesto, In Search of Sunrise, that album, In Search of Sunrise, I think for me, like 2, 3, 4, Lord, man, those were timeless albums. Armin van Buren. It's just you gotta diversify. You gotta mix it up, man. Sometimes I just want to listen to stuff that does not even have lyrics, because I believe that your mind is your most important asset. So you really have to be very, very intentional about what you allow to influence your mind. You can't just be listening to any kind of garbage. It's low vibrational stuff, like they already said here.
Before this channel, I did a reaction channel. That's how I got hip to those artists. And I'm like, you know what? I actually kind of like this. This is good. It's not as bad as I would have thought. But overall, I've noticed those genres don't have as destructive messages in the music. It's specifically the music black people listen to. Country is kind of depressing. It's kind of...
And to be honest, these other genres of music, the artists are also very successful. Very successful without having to destroy your mental. So I think this rap stuff, unfortunately, is being used to target whatever demographic that listens to it. I get it. The black demographic listens to rap a lot, and really anyone else. But to be honest, I don't look at rap as, or this degenerate rap that we have these days, as a representation of black culture in any way. So that's why I say to whatever demographic wants to be listening to that garbage, because I know, in general in the West, right? They kind of always take these negative things and attach it to the black community, and I just refuse to subscribe to that sort of narrative. But let's play on.
Sad, but they're not talking about unaliving people. They're not talking about selling drugs. They're not talking about pimping. They're not talking about nothing like that.
Someone who grew up listening to hip hop and rap, recently I completely stopped listening and indulging in that field of music, especially rap, because it's pretty obvious they talk about sex, money, drugs, and shit. And there are people that don't talk about that stuff, and I guess it really depends. But I never really resonated with any rap artists, honestly. It wasn't until I started listening to indie music, alternative rock, and all that where I started resonating more with, I guess, the lyrics. That, and a lot of times I feel like rap is bad energy. There's just songs that I hear, and I swear most songs talk about body count and effing and it's just bruh, money too, but I'm more of an emotional driven person as much as I love money. So hearing a song about someone's feelings hits more than oh yeah, I got my money up. I only listen to Kendrick Lamar, honestly, because he's just a relatively woke person. I'm not even gonna lie, when I heard Sticky and Tyler the Creator's album, I was dude, let me skip this song, because honestly, bro, and I would say, once I stopped listening to rap and actually indulging in songs that I love, the lyrics to, it has definitely helped express myself more and how I feel. It helps me cope. So, if I'm fucking sad, I listen to a song where it's oh my god, this, I relate to this, and then I start getting oh my gosh, warm inside. I just wanted to say that, because, I grew up listening to hip-hop and rap and all that, and I didn't stick around with it just because, it's just not my cup of tea, and, yeah.
Rap artists be weak, too. It's mid-music.
It is.
The producers, yeah, they do their thing, right? The beat sound good.
It is.
That's how they get people to. The beat sound good. People don't even listen to the lyrics. I'm do you hear what they just said on the song, though? Yeah, people come to realize it.
Yeah, and that's still very important, because even if you're not intentionally listening to what they're saying on the song, I think subliminally your mind is still soaking in that information. When I stopped listening to rap, I felt like a cloud was lifted off my head. I could think better. It just seemed like the right thing. It was the right thing to do, to be honest. So, yeah, I agree with all of this.
And reprogramming the way that you think, whether you know it or not. Wonder why your head all over the place. You're listening to that crazy music 24/7. Now, she said she likes songs with emotion in it, right? It's called reality rap. I do like reality rap, where people are expressing what they've been through, their struggles. That's what hip hop was built off of. The reality of the circumstances of where that artist came from. Most times that's from a poverty-stricken environment. That's them coming out the hood. So they will rap about what goes on in the hood, right? That could be the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So that message could be taken as negative because what they're seeing is negative, but I do respect when they keeping it all the way authentic, but they also tell you the ups and the downs of it, not just glorify it and make it seem like the hood is the place to be and poverty is the way to go. No, they can tell you, look, it came with these setbacks, like going to jail. They say they were selling drugs. That led them down the route of going to prison, and how they never want to go back because in there they seen this and they seen that. Okay, that's cool. It's still uplifting, telling the kids, look, this ain't the route to go, other than promoting it like it's the way to go, right? Because most of the times...
Listen, I don't think the rappers need to tell the kids anything, okay? Rappers are not the one, should not be the ones raising your kids, should not be the ones inspiring your kids. Negative rappers, okay? If you were out here doing some wild stuff that ended you in jail, okay, I think your parents should be responsible for that. Well, maybe not your parents are responsible for that, but you could blame your environment, your upbringing. It is what it is. Not everyone is going to have the same type of opportunities. But I want to point out to you that there are other people who grew up in the same sort of environment as these people, but they made the choice not to join a gang. okay? Not to engage in those same sort of things. So to me, nah. Okay, if you went and did some degenerate activities, okay, and it ended you somewhere like in jail or whatever, I don't want to hear about it, bro. I don't want to hear about it in a rap song. I don't care about it. So be it. But I think fine. You can. I'm not saying you cannot rap about it. You can rap about it, but I don't want to hear about it in the sense that this is what the labels always push forward. There is other rap out there that is incredible. These labels could be pushing way more positive stuff, but this is the things that they choose to push, and I don't think we care to hear it. Clearly, as you can see, our whole generation is pointing that out right now.
Living like that. Like Eazy-E said, they're studio gangsters. You're a studio gangster. That's what they are. You're living in the suburbs somewhere, but the people listening are kids in the hood that's really about to go pick that gun up and do what you're saying you doing, and you've never done that before. I don't respect that. Keep it all the way real. You came from the burbs. You never lived like that. Rap about that. But in hip-hop, that's not really respected. They won't even give him a platform, the artist like that. So they got to fabricate their story, make it seem like they live one way when they didn't. That's why when they do interviews, they all tell the same story. They're watching one another and like, okay, I'm going to say this. This is going to be my story. When you ain't really living like that for real. The people that know you're not living like that for real. Artists like Lil Tecca, he said, yeah, I'm not really living like that. They was asking him about his lyrics, and he was like, no, I just put that in the song. Did you really do this? No. Did you really do that? No. It's just lyrics. But it's not just lyrics, because you are an inspiration to the youth. The youth are listening to this and thinking you really live like that and want to be just like you. They want to be like these artists. And the artists not even like these artists. They're just artists telling stories. It's storytelling.
I have rap beef fatigue. After the Compton versus Canada showdown, I just don't have it in me anymore. I can't keep up with the tweets. I can't keep up with the allegations, allegedly. The timeline falling apart and the world falling apart simultaneously just feels like too much to bear. Either kiss and make up or duke it out. Either way, I don't care.
Rap beef should be the last thing people are focused on right now with the whole economy in shambles and turmoil. And 99% of the time, the beef is fake. It's to help promote an album. They sitting back cool on the low, hanging out right after they record the rap beef song. I'm about to diss him. We probably in the studio with him while he recording the diss.
This is coming from somebody who used to be a big fan of drill rap.
I gotta say, I just did a video talking about Trump and how he's interacting with China and all these other places. There's other things you can look within the U.S. economy specifically, like the amount of job losses that are going on right now. The economy as a whole not doing so well. Government is shut down. People are not getting paid. Leadership is not trying to be collaborative with the rest of the world to get us to a point where we can actually kind of find a solution to the problems that we're having right now, right? But a lot of money is being blown on destroying the lives of people across the world. There's some serious stuff going on. And there's more serious stuff coming down the line. Rap right now should be the least of anyone's worries. These people who are rapping about violence and sex all the time, to me, absolute losers. Absolute losers. I don't care. You could have all the money you want, but the amount of destruction that you cause to a society, you know, I mean, dude, you have kids trying to twerk. You have kids rapping to some insane stuff. And the fact that their parents are even letting them do this kind of stuff, man, there's a serious lack of discipline, okay? There's a serious lack of discipline in some parents, and there's a serious lack of discipline for the kids as well. In fact, this is a lack of discipline that gets a lot of these rappers into the situations that they're in and trying to rap about it, even though some of it is fake. But this discipline is absolutely important, and I think going into the future, discipline is actually going to be very key to ensure order. Any society I've been in where this is not a conversation, right? Say, for example, right now, I'm living in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Yes, they have issues that they're worried about, but I can assure you, rap and the damage that comes from rap is not one of the conversations that people are having. Because when there is a certain level of understanding, when there's a certain level of discipline, and I saw the same thing in China, right? This ensures safety, order, and progress. This allows people to be able to cooperate better and to be able to, I don't want to say follow the laws, but Yes, follow the laws, like not going around and doing some degenerate things all over the place, and being able to work towards a common goal, like the improvement of their environment, the improvement of their community, if you will. I think overall this brings more stability for everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this video here. If you guys would like to check more of this video out, okay, I would highly recommend checking out YT Wake 'em Up. Really cool take on this topic, and there's many others who brought this up as well. If you like the video, ladies and gentlemen, please, I have a target of reaching 1,000 subscribers as soon as humanly possible. Okay, so like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll only get better from here, man. Only better and better. I'm still working on adjusting my audio. You know, I have this mic here which I'm completely confused with. I have this other mic here which we gotta figure that out. Listen, your boy is trying to get on the YouTube grind, man. I think this is the cool wave, man. Being able to share our thoughts, being able to build a community and chat with everyone out there. It's an incredible thing. I'm enjoying it. So let's get after it. Until next time, peace.